Welcome to the Parrot Podcast. I'm your host, Sandra, and I'm so excited to share my passion with you for these intelligent and colorful birds. Now, this is the first episode of the podcast, so I just want to do a little bit of an intro and why I decided to start this podcast. Now, I love chatting, and I'm really looking forward to interviewing some awesome people out there and some other parrots so that I can bring you more information about parrots. And also, I want to continue to keep learning more about them. Parrots are one of the most beloved and popular pets in the world. Their vibrant colors and playful personalities, and even their ability to mimic human speech has captivated people for centuries. But there is so much more to these amazing creatures than meets the eye. Parrots are really popular pets that can live up to 80 years or more, depending on the species and the lifestyle they lead. This means that when you bring a parrot into your home, you're committing to caring for them for a long time. Now, when I was researching and Googling how long parrots live, I even saw some people claim that their parrots have lived to be over 100. So that's a really long time. So it is a very long-term commitment. And I think that with long-term commitments, we need to really educate ourselves and learn how to care for these amazing creatures. Now, we have sun conures. We have a sun conure and we have a green cheek conure. More specifically, Mia is a turquoise yellow-sided conure, and conures can live 25 to 30 years. And that is a long-term commitment, especially in comparison to the lifespan of dogs and certain breeds. I mean, our parrot is going to live double what our dog is going to live. And I invest a lot of time into learning about our dog and our parrot for diet, nutrition, training, and all of these different types of things so that I can provide them with the best care and a healthy, happy life. And it is my mission to also share that with all of you so that you can also give your dogs or your parrots the best life that you can. Now, on this podcast, we'll explore the different types of parrots, from tiny ones to majestic macaws, and learn about their unique behaviors, diets, habitats, needs, and we'll also discuss the best ways to care for them, including feeding, housing, and socialization. We'll also have some special guests on the show, including parrot owners, experts, and others in the field who will be sharing their experiences and knowledge with us. So whether you're a parrot enthusiast, or you just got a new bird, or you have birds and you just want to learn more about these fascinating creatures, then this podcast is for you. So join me as we explore the world of parrots and discover what makes them such unique and amazing animals. It's always important to remember that parrots are not disposable pets, and unfortunately, they do get rehomed quite often because of behavioral issues and biting and things like that. They do require a lot of attention, care, and understanding to thrive. And as a parrot parent, it's our responsibility to provide our birds with a healthy diet, plenty of exercise, mental and physical stimulation to ensure that they are living a fulfilling life. I always like to put myself in like my bird's shoes, or claws, I guess we should say. And like, I wouldn't want to be in a cage all day or eating, a fatty diet full of seed or colored pellets every day. So you want to make sure that you're really educating yourself so that you can provide them with the best. Parrots are also highly intelligent and social, and they require a lot of that interaction and companionship. So neglecting their social needs can lead to boredom, depression, and behavioral issues, which can have a really negative impact on their overall health, their well-being, and ultimately their relationship with you. So that's why it's just so important to learn about your parrot's specific needs and being able to provide them with a suitable environment that promotes their physical and mental health. So if this is something that interests you, make sure that you follow along and subscribe to the podcast, or follow on whichever platform you like to listen to podcasts. So I guess let me tell you a little bit about me and my experience with parrots. So previously, when I used to live in Canada, which is where I grew up and where I'm from, I always was so fascinated when someone told me that they had a parrot, and I would ask like a bajillion questions, and I thought it was just like the coolest thing that they had this like tropical, beautiful, flying pet. And then in 2019, my husband, who at the time was my boyfriend, we found our way in Thailand. So we stayed in Thailand for about 2 years. And in the beginning of that journey, very early on when we were there, we built some friendships and we met some people, and some friends of friends had parrots. And that's when we were introduced to conures, and this friend of a friend had a pineapple conure, and we were like, oh my gosh, we want one of these. I've always like dreamed about, having birds, being fascinated by them always, and just finding them so interesting. And little did I know how much care they really need and how like specific they are. They're completely opposite of dogs. Like a dog is very loyal. They want to please you. Whereas a parrot, it's like the complete opposite. You need to please them and you need to be loyal to them. So that was our first like experience with parrots, and that's when we decided that we wanted to get a conure, and we thought we were getting a pineapple conure, but the breeder surprised us and we ended up with a sun conure, and I'm not mad about it. I think it's one of the most amazing things that's ever happened to us, and that's how Mango came into our lives. And immediately, the first time we saw him, we were like, he has all the colors of a mango. Let's name him something really unique. We'll name him Mango. Little did I know that there's at least 30,000 sun conures that have that name. So it's a very popular name. It's probably way more than that. I don't even know how many conures or sun conures are named Mango, but it's because they have all those colors. We thought it was really unique because we're like, we live on a tropical island. We love to eat mangoes. We eat mangoes all the time. And now our bird has these colors, so let's name him Mango. And yeah, fun fact, actually, mango is my favorite fruit. It's been my favorite fruit since as far as I can remember. And that's when we started to really educate ourselves, and I took a deep dive, and that's when I discovered bird tricks, and I did some consultations with them. I got their parrot friendly formula courses and their ebooks, and just started learning from all these online sources about parrots, because I wanted to make sure that I'm providing my pets with the best care. And yeah, that's kind of where it started. And if you don't know, Mango is still in Thailand. And a lot of people have been wondering, because about a year ago, I put out a video explaining what happened when we were relocating, because we did relocate from Thailand to Poland. And in Poland, we got Mia because we wanted Mango to have a friend, and we wanted, them to have that companionship. And we were also ready for a second bird. But there was a lot of stuff that happened, and basically Mango wasn't able to fly with us on our date of departure. And we had to redo all the paperwork, and basically go watch that video if you're interested. But now Mango's been in Thailand with our friends for almost 2 years, and they've really fallen in love with him. I think that he's happy, healthy, and really comfortable there, and they want to adopt him. So unfortunately, I think that that's going to be the best thing for him. And I've also been really fearful of putting him on a plane, because I've heard a lot of stories of parrots just not making it, being way too stressed out and overwhelmed that their heart gives out, or they have a heart attack or something of that sort. And I just don't want to risk his life, because I want him here. And he is in a really good place, and they love him. They take care of him well, and we stay in touch all of the time. So I know that he's in good hands. So if you're looking for an update on Mango, that is it. He is in Thailand. Our friends are adopting him, and the next time that we're able to go visit, of course we will. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see him. I'm so nervous if he's gonna recognize me or remember me, or if he's gonna be angry with me. And basically, none of this went the way that we wanted it to go. We wanted Mango to be here with us. We wanted to have Mango and Mia, and the idea was our little M&Ms would be here together with us, and we would be one big happy family. But you probably already know from your own life experiences that not everything goes according to plan, and sometimes you just have to trust the universe. I mean, we were diverted from doing this so many times, and it was just so absurd and ridiculous that I couldn't even believe that some of this stuff was happening, but it happened. And we got Mia, and she is our little turquoise green cheek conure, or more specifically, turquoise yellow-sided green cheek conure. That's a real mouthful. And we chose the turquoise conure because I'm obsessed with the color turquoise. If you couldn't tell, everything is turquoise. Our whole branding is turquoise. It's been my favorite color since I was a little girl. So yeah, and Mia actually means ocean goddess or something like that. And we were like, it's perfect. We wanted another name that started with M. We wanted it to be short and easy, and we wanted it to be meaningful to her and her colors. So that's how we came with that name. And so we've got Mango and we've got Mia, and I have experience with both of them and living and taking care of and growing up a sun conure, or raising, I should say, not growing up, and then also raising a green cheek. So we got Mia when she was a baby as well. And from the moment that we got Mango, as I mentioned, I just started to really do a deep dive into the Parrot information of like care and training and diet. And I'll tell you, I've learned so much, but there is still so much that I feel that I don't know. And that's why I thought, I'm going to start this podcast, because we can all learn from each other. And there are so many other parrot parents out there that I'm really excited to connect with and learn from. And we can all learn from each other. And I think that that is a wonderful thing, so that we can all become better parents to our parrots, and also ensure that they're, not getting rehomed, and that they're living a full life with us. So I've been a parent for about 4 years, and there is so much that I have learned, but I'm really looking forward to sharing more with you. And if there is ever anything where you're like, I want to learn about this, or Sandra, I have a question about this, then please DM me, email me, comment, and let me know, because I always take your questions, and I usually make a YouTube video on them. Now I can make podcasts on them. I also create blogs to answer them in detail. And if I don't know something, then I'll get an expert onto the show so that we can talk about it and answer that for you and help you. Now, one thing that I've focused on heavily from the beginning, from the moment we got Mango, and even from when we brought Mia home, is diet. Diet is so important. I mean, it's important for us as humans. If we're eating too much fat, or we're not eating a good diet, we experience health issues, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, overweight, fatigue, headaches, all this kind of stuff. And it has an impact on our mood and our behavior, and it is the same for our pets and our parrots. So that is something that I've really focused a lot on, and just making sure that the diet is as close to nature intended as possible, and just lots of whole, fresh foods, especially veggies, sprouts, legumes, fruits, and things like that. So if you want to make sure that your parrot's behaviors and health is in check, then focus on diet first. Anytime we've gone for an avian vet visit with either of our parrots, they've always just passed with flying colors. Our vet always says that our bird is healthy, and I like to go for a vet checkup with our avian vet every 6 months. They always tell me like, oh, you can come back in a year, but I still go every 6 months because I like to be preventative. And if you're interested in knowing more about parrot nutrition, or you're like, I need some kind of guidelines for how to prepare my birds food or what to feed them, then check out our store, www.poodlesandparrots.com/store or /products. Both links are going to work and take you to the same place. And I've got a parrot nutrition and meal plan guide that I created just for all of you. And in that ebook, it is just packed with so much information that I have learned over the years and applied myself to our birds and taken the advice of our avian vet. And honestly, I gotta say that it works because our birds are healthy, our birds have no behavioral issues, and yeah, everything is groovy like a drive-in movie, baby. So if you're interested in learning more about parrots, then make sure you follow along, subscribe to this podcast, and I look forward to our next episode. And with that, have a colossum day. That was a kiss, by the way.